5 Alpha Alpha, just due to the serious nature of the air on the departure with the left turn of about 35 to 40 degrees, I will recommend looking into the pilot training program. You can access information on that program on the Pilotedge homepage under Pilot Resources. I recommend the I rating.
Welcome aboard, everybody. It's Captain D. Today we're flying from Helena, Montana to Revelstoke, British Columbia in Canada. KHLN to Charlie Yankee Romeo Victor. It's a 359 nautical mile flight. Should take us a little bit over an hour. We filed the CB3 departure to Raggett direct. And we're going to fly at flight level 260. Should take us about 97 gallons of fuel. We have 225 on board, so we have plenty of fuel. Let's go ahead and get the plane ready here.
Helena Regional Airport, ATIS Information Sierra, 20530, wind 280 at 14, gust 25, visibility 5, A, site condition, clear, temperature 35, dew point 4, altitude 2980, arriving and departing runway 27, ILS runway 27 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information.
Right, information Sierra. Departing 27, which is all the way on the other side of the field. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get our clearance just to make sure they don't change anything, and then we'll brief the departure. Alright, 1219er is ground. On the ground, November 85 Alpha Alpha.
That'd be a tower. Seattle approach 54073, airborne Olympia, 2700, climbing out of the mist.
Number 54073, Seattle departure, radar contact, Olympia altimeter 29902.
902, 54073.
How on the ground, TBM November 85 Alpha Alpha. TBM 85 Alpha Alpha, looking to pick up our IFR to Charlie Yankee Romeo Victor.
November 85 Alpha Alpha, clearance available, let me know when ready.
85 Alpha Alpha, ready to copy.
Number 85 Alpha Alpha is cleared to the Revelstoke Airport. Stack for departure, Great Falls, VOR, Victor 21 to the Lethbridge VOR, Yankee, Quebec, Lima, then direct Raggett, Romeo Alpha, Golf Uniform Tango, then direct. Climb via VSID, except maintain 900,000, expect flight level 260 within 10 minutes. departure on 119.5, squawk 3502.
TBM85 Alpha Alpha is cleared to Riverstoke. Stack for departure Great Falls, Victor 21, and then Lima Yankee Quebec, direct Raggett. Direct climb via the SID, except maintain 9,000, expect 260 10 minutes after, 119.5, 3502 in the box, TBM85 Alpha Alpha.
Ray 5 Alpha Alpha after Great Falls on Victor 21, Yankee, Quebec, Lima. Rest of readback is correct.
Yankee, Quebec, Lima for 85 Alpha Alpha. Alright, so it's a good thing that I got the clearance before I put it all in the nav, because we got a full route. Alright, heading berg set to runway heading 270, tower is 118.3, departure frequency of 119.5. Helena Tower, TBM85 Alpha Alpha, holding short 27, ready for departure.
Ray 5 Alpha Alpha, Helena Tower. Wind 270 at 14, gust 25, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff 27, 85 Alpha Alpha.
Getting slow.
Number 5 Alpha Alpha, say heading. Your heading now is 270?
Okay, so
Right,
what
what is
happened
your
here is I hit the nav button and it didn't click over, and I thought it did. I didn't verify that the autopilot had control of the airplane, so I did drift off
You made a really
course.
sharp left-hand turn of about 40 degrees, so you're probably on about a 225 heading or so, is that correct?
And here I told the controller what happened, but it didn't record on
Now
the video.
I'm showing you on about 270, contact departure.
Departure TBM85 Alpha Alpha, climbing 9,000.
Ray 5 Alpha Alpha, Helena departure, climb and maintain 1000, report Helena.
Climb and maintain 1000. Report Helena TBM9 Alpha Alpha.
And November 85 Alpha Alpha, just due to the serious nature of the error on the departure with the left turn of about 35 to 40 degrees, I will recommend looking into the pilot training program. You can access information on that program on the Pilotedge homepage under Pilot Resources. I recommend the I ratings.
TBM9 Alpha Alpha, we'll be sure to check that out. Thank you. Alright, so we've been cleared up to 260. We've got about 3,000 feet to go. I just increased the power to increase the climb there. I left it at a low setting while we were sorting things out, just to kind of slow things down a bit and stay in front of the airplane. We're just about to the Great Falls VOR where we'll get on Victor 2-1. We got about 23 miles, 23 and a half miles to go till we get to the VOR. And I didn't load the airway in because I had trouble finding the exit waypoint. So what I'm going to do is once we hit Great Falls,
Contact Seattle Center 121.4.
I will go into heading mode at about a heading of 315, and that'll keep us on the airway. And then I will just manually add in the other intersections. Alright, we made the turn. Now we are on the airway. Okay, so the cut bank, Charlie Tango Bravo intersection, will take us the rest of the way from 23, and then we'll change to a heading of 332 to stay on the airway all the way to YQL, which is Lethbridge. And short, probably at or around Cut Bank is when we will get kicked off Pilotedge here, because we'll be leaving their coverage area and going into Canada. Alrighty, we have just passed over Cut Bank. And we're about 15-20 miles from the border here, and then Pilotedge will probably kick us off. And we will continue into Riverstoke. Now, according to ActiveSky, at this time, Revelstoke Airport is reporting wind variable at 3 knots, 260 to 050. Visibility is 1.8 statute miles. Overcast at 1,000. Scattered at 3,400. Temperature 18. Dew point 17. And light rain. Thunderstorms in the vicinity. So there is a very good possibility that we may be forced to CYYC, which is our alternate airport if we can't get in. So once we cross the border here,
85 Alpha Alpha is leaving Pilotedge coverage area now. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good day.
85 Alpha Alpha, squawking and talking VFR. Good day, thank you. Alright, we're on our own. Now, there is an approach into Revelstoke, but I think it's not a precision approach. There we are. We've just crossed the border into Canada. You look outside, you can't tell the difference. Well, we're just about to enter the weather, but I think we're going to be above most of it for a while until we start our descent. But we did pick up a headwind here of about 40 knots. So we're down to 266 over the ground. Which is expected usually when you fly west, you pick up a headwind, especially this time of year. And the thunderstorms are pretty common this time in midsummer. So I'm not picking up anything on the next rad, but over here on the tablet, you can see that we're just about to enter the weather. But like I said, I think we're going to be above most of it for the most part. Fuel's good. We're burning about 64 gallons an hour. All of our electrical gauges are good. Engine gauges are good. Cabin pressure, we're at 7,800 feet. Cabin pressure, so nice comfortable ride. So far it's been smooth. We haven't had any turbulence or anything like that associated with the weather yet, but like I said, we're pretty far above it. If we take a look outside, you'll see that we're above most of the weather. It looks like we've got one storm cell that's about 10 miles ahead of us, but we're going to pass off to the left of it probably, and then once we descend, there's a gap between the two cells that I'm hoping to descend into. It is a negative 32 degrees Celsius outside the aircraft, so on our descent we will have to watch out for picking up icing when we enter the moisture. And we are direct Raggett now, so if you remember when we put in the approach, we pick it up at Raggett, so we're going to go ahead and activate the approach. And at Raggett, we want to be at 14,550. Wow, that's kind of odd. I'm going to call it 14,000 even. We'll take a look at the chart here. Chart not available. Alright, well I guess we won't take a look at that chart. $11,800 is what is written on the chart here, so that's what we'll put our descent at. And we can hold off on that descent for just a little bit. We'll go ahead and brief the missed approach. Requires a minimum climb gradient of 420 feet per nautical mile to 7,700. Do not exceed 250 knots. Until Lepek, climb track 318 to Lepek, then climbing right turn to 11,500, track 350 to Advix as required. And if you look at the chart here, it's pretty much just a little bit of a left turn off runway heading to Lepek, and then heading 350 to Advix and hold there. It is a possibility that we may have to do this missed approach today. If you look over here on the right side of the MFD, you'll see where it says 11,800 at Mascog with a target of 1,162 feet per minute. I always round up 1,200. We'll get there a little early. Top of descent in 16 minutes. And I think we're going to go missed. We're at about a mile and coming up on our decision height. Alright, there's decision height. And I don't see the runway. I don't see anything. So we are climbing up. Alright, well, no getting into Riverstolve. So we're on our way to Calgary, and Calgary is reporting wind 120 at 4 knots, visibility 5 miles, clouds overcast at 54, temperature 18, dew point 10, no precipitation reported. Riverstolve traffic, TBM9 Alpha Alpha, exiting hold on missed approach, headed to the alternate. Alright, so we're going to head over to Calgary and do the RNAV approach into runway 11. I'm going to stay at 9,000 for now. At ITPAC, or ITPAC, we want to be at 7,950. So we've got about a half hour.